It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts, next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, glad to have you in the booth with us here on EA Sports. Greg, this is one of those intriguing matchups because we got a couple of quarterbacks, that most important position, trying to bounce back after seasons where injury derailed their hopes for a good campaign.
And it's just so difficult when you look back on each of these teams' prior season just last year. It's hard to separate how much of their up and down, how much of their struggles was because of the injuries at the quarterback positions, whether they were in the game or just battling through on game day, or was it the rest of the roster? Well, I think with both of these quarterbacks now being healthy and back to looking like their old selves, we're going to get a lot better idea of just how good the rest of these rosters are now that their two quarterbacks are back on the field.
The veteran kicker, Dustin Hopkins, out to get things started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll be second down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He's got his man. That's down. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Out of a shotgun, Richardson. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now...
Powering forward, he's in. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. He airs strong on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
There was a time, and it wasn't very long ago, Mike, that this guy was trending towards becoming one of the best quarterbacks in the entire NFL. He has to find a way to get back to stacking strong performances, one after another, and keep his team in the hunt. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out, but if he plays well, his team is always going to have a strong chance of winning.
Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Once again, it's Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. Second and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run. They're going to force this team to snap it again on third down.
We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Watson. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. Now he'll run it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Deshaun Watson. Touchdown, Browns.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and They come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Anthony Gould now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Anthony Richardson. I mean, it's not hard to see why they want to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, both as a passer, but when you can get him as a designed runner, his size and speed, he is a handful for defenses.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Grant Delpit up to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Richardson going to look to throw. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Grant Delpit up to make the play. First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Throwing is Richardson. Pass right side to Downs. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Second down and 8. Looking to throw. Richardson. He pulls it in around the 5. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Richardson to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Indy. Gay to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Colts will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. There he goes again. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. From the 35, it's first and 10. To throw is Watson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Deshaun Watson, touchdown Cleveland. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one will be taken in the end zone, no run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's first and 10. Throwing, Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for downs. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Richardson. That'll be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be The final play here in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in this one. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes Ford on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Browns offense and quarterback Deshaun Watson getting set for their next drive. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They bring Judy in motion. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. He'll get this ahead for about 3. DeForest Buckner brings him down. Second and 7. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he's going to weave his way forward. That's a first down at the 44-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Throwing is Watson. He'll get this complete to Jerry Judy. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Watson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Now a handoff to Ford. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Watson going to give it to Chubb. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Watson to throw. That's caught by Ford. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and a yard. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. On the handoff, this is Chubb. And the Browns have a 1st and goal forthcoming. He takes this down to the 5-yard line. They'll run here. It's 4. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Josh Downs now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And a good run there. And to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. On second down, Richardson. That one into the hands of Downs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Richardson. To the goal line and in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. On play action, it's Watson. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They bring Judy in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
They give it, and it's 4. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. second down, 8 for the first down. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. 4. A gain of 11 on that walk. First down, Cleveland.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
Now it's Chubb. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's second down. Chubb. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Chubb. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Here comes second down. Now Richardson. That's to the right side and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Throwing is Richardson. That's taken in, and they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Indianapolis.